Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. Here is my long-term Bitcoin prediction. It's been 21 years, out to the year 2045. What do I believe will happen? I have a bull case and a bear case. But I believe that the 55% R will drop to 50%, 45, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, and 25. It's around $20 to $50. It will slowly slow down until it's rising about twice as fast as the SP index. In 2045, each Bitcoin will be worth $13 million at that rate. $1 million scam. But what is Bitcoin? It's 7% of the world's assets, right? Michael Saylor thinks that Bitcoin could be worth $49 million by 2045. Let's go over what we just heard again. I know it sounds crazy, but he's just doing the math. He's projecting 21 years into the future. If you look up about the year 2045, most likely the world will still be together. In the worst case, Bitcoin's price could drop to $3 million. In the best case, it could rise to $49 million. With the most likely outcome, which is similar to what they think will happen, at least $13 million. Have you saved up a whole Bitcoin yet? Micro Saylor is still getting things. MicroStrategy buys an extra 169 Bitcoins for $11.4 million, bringing their total number of Bitcoins held to 226,500. He may have just wanted to round it up to this, nice 500 amount. But you can see that MicroStrategy and Micro Saylor are still buying. Are you? How does MicroStrategy plan to spend its money? Based on what MicroStrategy's leaders have said, the FASB move will happen in the first quarter of 2025. That's just around the corner. This might be the best case situation because it gives the Bitcoin price time to rise. If the cycle happens every 4 years, Bitcoin will reach its highest point sometime in 2025. This will also cause the market cap of MicroStrategies to rise, and more shares will be bought for the NQ100 SP500 inclusion in the first quarter of 2025. In this case, they're still buying more even though a lot is going on with the micro approach. We are still very careful with our equity capital, and we are now filing a registration statement for a new $2 billion market-based equity offering scheme. What does this mean? This means MicroStrategy needs to raise another $2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Not 1 million, not 100 million, but 2 billion. At the price of about $65,000 per Bitcoin right now, that's an extra 30 to 31,000 Bitcoin. They will have more than 250,000 Bitcoin. How many Bitcoin do they plan to reach? It looks like they will keep buying every year. They are going to make owners' shares worth even less. It says 6 to 8% on the paperwork. Diamond and Claire are calling out 8% right now. For the next 3 years, that means 6 to 8% per year. That means they will keep getting more Bitcoin. Year after year. Why is this taking place? People are talking about Bitcoin in both political and business settings. What does this mean in the macro? There will be a lot more companies like Michael Saylor that put Bitcoin on their balance sheets. These companies will put hundreds of millions of dollars and even billions of dollars into the Bitcoin economy. That's the company version of FOMO. States and big powers are going to start buying each other. The Bitcoin meeting is where we're hearing it from Trump and Jack Kennedy. What's going to happen? There will be fear of missing out FOMO in businesses and in nations, along with the powerful. It looks like the US government, China, and Russia are all trying to get as much Bitcoin as they can. That is, when will Bitcoin go to sleep? It looks like the fear and greed will come together sooner rather than later. The time now is 52, which is a bit moderate. Not in the greed and big point anymore. The time now is around 65,000, and as we already said, we want to show you these two parallel lines where Bitcoin kind of chops sideways. What do we see? We've had sideways chop movement since the end of February. What do we think will happen next? Let's look at this great RSI because we want to know what happened the last time this hit bottom and then went up to where we saw a big price rise. Well, let's look at this price from where we are now, which is around this level, the 56 level. As you can see, this candle was red, and our number was less than the 20 million norm. What did happen after we got through this, though? Bitcoin went up, which was amazing. About 172,173% would move from October 23rd, 2023 to March 24th, 2024. This is a picture of about 5 months when Bitcoin went really crazy. This is a 173% move. So based on how prices are moving now, what would another 173% move get Bitcoin to? Could we see where 173% would take Bitcoin? About $178,000 for every Bitcoin. Could that happen in the next 5 months? We believe that staying out of the market is more dangerous than being in it. To go over this one more time, notice that we're below the 20-day moving average before we shoot up for that 173% move. Take a look at where we are now. Also, we are just below the 20-day moving average. The green line is there, so if we see a weekly close above this level, Rickus Trades could send out another report. Let's take a break for a moment and remember that 2017 is still the base case. What he's showing you are these pullbacks. We had a bull market support band, and you can see this pullback. We had a repeat of this before we had that blast off to the upside again, and this slowdown is what we expect right now. We flew right through it, had the pullback, and then shot up to the upside. Check out the Bitcoin Bros, the Bitcoin Bros 26, and us at bitcoinbros101.com before we leave. We have ebooks and classes on our learning links to give you. We got Crypto Millionaire Technical Analysis 101 and Getting Started with Bitcoin, Crypto Ultimate Beginner's Guide, markdown prices for a total of $15.90 when we looked at our ebooks. Take a short course too. The price has been lowered from $800 to $39.99 for more than 9 hours of work. That is something you don't want to miss. My name is Sean, and I'm with the Bitcoin Bros. Let us know if you like this content by clicking the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Today is a good day. What's next best? There's nothing else that can compare. Bitcoin is the best cryptocurrency, so there is no other one that's better, right? Don't settle for second best, okay? But sell everything you own and buy Bitcoin. Then take your time and figure out how to get more Bitcoin by borrowing money. Then take your time and think about what you can